I fucked up my bangs, by the way. Like, they look funny. I don't know what I've done. Really annoying me. They like are sitting wrong, but I don't know how to fix them. And I don't want to keep trying because I think I'm going to just keep messing them up more. Like, that happens. It's a thing. Hi everybody, it's PJ and I want to talk to you about something that's annoying me. Yes, it's another rant. It really isn't. I just want to clarify. That's a lie. It's not really a rant because I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just like I don't understand how people, like, okay. And this is speaking to the girl that keeps posting crazy stuff. So I have a troll, or she doesn't believe she's a troll though, okay? She thinks that she is righting my wrongs, okay? And she comes on here and she starts screaming about how we're not real witches, and how she actually left a nicer comment the other day. So I was like, wow, she's taking it down a little, because, you know, I preach that you accept people for what they are, what they want to do. Why would I okay, let me get started. Whenever I put like maybe a spell on or something, she likes to come in and critique it on how I'm doing it wrong, okay? Or she likes to say things like, you know, are you working with real witches as opposed to what? And just dumb stuff about how there's only one way to do witchcraft. And the one thing I know from being around psychics and witches and mediums, and I have seen results that are completely different than what a book would have told you, because it's not all written, it's also intuition. And I think that's the part she doesn't get. So she says things like, you can't use that candle because blah, blah, blah. You can use any fucking candle you want. It just frustrates me that she wants to put limitations. I say witchcraft has no rules. What I say by that is, like, first off, I'm talking white magic, not black magic. Black magic is something I don't deal in. We don't even talk about it on this channel because I don't like to stir it up. Everything we do here, and by the way, yes, the difference between white magic and black magic is white magic invokes to you. You're drawing something into you. And black magic, you're casting. I don't cast. There's a bunch of witches. Somebody sent me the other day, there's witches that every, I guess, week or day, they're putting spells on Trump, which I commend them for that. But the other side of it is, I wouldn't do that because I don't put spells on people as much as I would like to be able to do that. I won't do that. I deal in white magic. I don't deal in black magic. I don't deal in anything that would alter somebody else's past. I do put opportunities in front of others in spell work, but it's their choice. It's always their choice. It has to be their choice. So in that respect, we're very different anyway. But this person critiques everything, specifically because they think there's only one way of doing something. And that is the part that drives me nuts. If you want a certain outcome in a spell, you could be doing hoodoo, you could be doing Wiccan, you could be doing, just because you're not doing the types of spells she does, just because she says there's rules in witchcraft. I say there's not. There really isn't. Okay, so if I wake up in the morning and I say, I am going to make this bottle of lotion Jeff in my next spell, because it's a bottle of lotion does not change the intention of the spell. Now, there are things that increase or decrease the power of spells. I agree with that. Things like natural, different natural ingredients, fresher herbs, or whatever you're using for the spell,
But that doesn't mean that if you don't have that, you're not a witch and you're not doing witchcraft. Like the whole thing. And when somebody becomes insulting, like, are you working with real witches? Guess what? I don't have to. I don't have to go find people that claim they're the real witch, that claim they know more. This is all tried and true, tested by me. If I have done a spell and it works, I alter. Come on, everybody alters a spell. You do, like, so rarely do I do like an exact spell, because I have other things that for me have worked better in the past. So when I give you a spell, when I do a spell work for you on here to show you, and let's say, you know, people ask me all the time, oh, I didn't have a green candle, I used a brown one. That's fine. It doesn't matter, like, that your intention was that brown candle was to represent what the green one did. That's fine. So much of a spell is manifestation. So much of what you're doing is things that go out into the universe, which is why I say it's so important to be careful what you say out loud too much. And I'm going to just use this as an example. You walk around saying, oh my God, I'm fat and ugly and nobody loves me. You become fat and ugly and nobody loves you. Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, so so words shouldn't be used lightly. But I don't see anybody. I don't know one witch that has like a certificate that says, I'm the real thing and you're not. I don't see one person. I don't even see, like, it's so reminiscent of what society does to us. They say, society says you have to fit into this like round peg. No matter what, if you don't fit there, you don't belong. And it's just not true. It's just a lie that they sell you so that you look at them like they're the ones. It's a lie. If somebody tells you that you're not a real witch because you didn't use natural beeswax candles for your last spell, it's a lie. If somebody tells you that you have to be totally Wiccan in order to become a witch, it's a lie. If somebody tells you you can only use, I mean, it's just a lie. And people that think like that, I feel sorry for them. They limit themselves from this huge earth where not one of us understands completely or has all the answers. So for them to pretend they do, then you have to say, you must have to feel sorry for them, that they need that label to feel whole. What I'm telling you and what this channel is kind of about is you don't need a label. You're just you. You're just you. You're using, if you're a natural witch, you're a natural witch. Why would I disbelieve you? Like, it's just insane to me that there's only one road, one path to get there. No, there's not. There's so many thousands of different ways. And I think the universe kind of created it that way, in this beautiful way, because they knew some people needed rules and some people didn't need rules. And some people needed, like, Christianity, and some people needed to be Muslim, and some people needed Judaism, and some people needed to be Buddhist, and some people needed to be witches. So there's lots of ways to get to the same place. And what you're really doing is just with witchcraft, with Christianity, with all that, you are getting to your higher power, right? That's what we're all fighting for, is to find the higher power, to connect with people that have gone on to, like, that's all it is. So who gives a shit how you get there? There are no rules in witchcraft, which is why I like it. There isn't like one rule somebody can say to me, well, you have to do that. There really isn't. I can do whatever the hell I want.
and I'm a natural witch. I don't, just because it's written in a book. I love books, by the way. I am the book queen. I read every day. But just because it's in a book, and it doesn't mean that I like 100% believe that. It means that I might try that. I might test it out. See if I add this or remove that. Most spells that I do for you, I have created. And then I go on. And maybe somebody else who can figure out something more than me, who can add something to it that enhances it even better on something I didn't think of, then that's how spells become wonderful. And so don't be afraid to experiment. You're not, you know, if your intentions are good, then the only thing I would say to be afraid to experiment with is herbs. And let me tell you why. Because when you are doing like herbal witchery, there are certain herbs, if you burn them, it creates a gas that can like really hurt your lungs or, you know, worse. You can't ingest certain ones. So with being like with herb, my sister's an herbalist, by the way. She's fabulous. She makes tinctures for me and stuff. She also dabbles in witchcraft. She's not like me, like 100%, but she dabbles. She's very empathic. She can smell ghosts. So cool. Like she can walk in and smell if a ghost is in your house. It's so crazy. So, but she's an herbalist. So she would be able to say, yes, you can use this for this and whatnot. But I don't rely on myself because I'm not an herbalist, because I don't know enough, and I don't know that I'm recognizing them correctly. Then I buy my herbs. I don't just run outside and say, oh, this is this, and I'm going to burn it, and if it kills my dog, cool. Like, I'm not an idiot, and you shouldn't be an idiot either. Like, be careful whenever you do anything where you're drawing in spirits or whatnot. Make sure you do protection first. I mean, you've seen the results, because I did that with the app and didn't, because I actually didn't take the app seriously enough, I guess. So I didn't, and then that bit me in the ass. But regardless, like, listen, we all take chances when you deal with, you take chances even when you don't, by the way. But we all take a chance that maybe we're stirring something up, dealing with certain things. That's a chance you take. You protect yourself as best you can. And you read a lot, but there is no one true way, the only way to be anything in life. And if you claim you're a witch, who the fuck am I not to believe you? Who am I to say, no, you're not? Because I'm the only real witch, and I have some sort of knowledge of you that you don't have, and it's just insane, guys. Don't fall for it. So one, if you say to me you're a witch, you're a witch. If you do nothing but read about witchcraft and manifest things in your mind, I would believe you're a witch. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, number two, if you don't have the money to go out and like buy from witch shops, and like I've tried to make it cheaper for you. Sabbath Box is not hugely expensive for a lot of their stuff, and you can put in my coupon code. Somebody had trouble with it, so let me know if somebody else tried to put in my coupon code and it didn't work. It's BLESSEDBE, like all strung together in one. It's not like a space in between, and it's in caps. I know I do mine in small case, but they did it in caps. So make sure that works on Sabbath Box if you're buying anything. But anyway, if you don't have the money for that, and I know because I didn't always have the money for that. That's the point. And that's why I did the witchy hacks, because I didn't always have the money for it. If you don't have the money for it, then by all means, go start practicing with whatever you want. Like whatever you have. If you have candlesticks in your closet that are 1,000 years old, it doesn't really matter, okay? There are certain things you could only buy, like in certain places, but for general spells and whatnot, if you don't have all the ingredients for a spell, do the best you can. I mean, I have created more spells myself that have worked, and the proof is here. Go read some of the comments underneath my love spell. It works all the time. Works all the time. And that is the mix of so many different deities. I think I have like voodoo in there. I have like so much in there. Whenever I did it with my New Orleans cards, which are voodoo-esque cards. And so I had a little bit of voodoo. I had a little bit of Wiccan. I have a little... So what? It works, right? It worked. It works. Isn't that all you care about? Like, it works. It comes out and you're drawing them in. I use a little bit of OBE in that spell because I get you to float over to them and lie on top of them and speak in whispers. It's a spell I created out of many spells. So all I'm saying is, go practice, manifest what you want, make sure your intentions are good, make sure you protect yourself, and you're fine. You're fine. Just to the naysayers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel that you have the biggest sin in the world is pride. Do you know that? That the biggest sin is pride. And pride doesn't necessarily mean you're walking around with a big badge on your chest or in a Maserati or what. That's not what I mean by pride. The biggest sin is the pride in that you think you know everything. You think you know what's right and wrong. And the truth is, life is gray area. And to walk around with that kind of pride that you think somehow you've been enlightened more than anybody else is like, it's really obnoxious, and B, it puts you in a position to be knocked off your horse, and that's never a lot of fun. Maybe to my watcher that thinks that they know it all, maybe take a little piece of a humble pie here and back up and say, well, maybe I don't know it all. Maybe I'm not the enlightened choice. Maybe I'm not the one who should be preaching on real witchcraft and not real witchcraft. Maybe 61 years of working with this stuff and doing this stuff and reading people and meditation and successful OBEs, and maybe that is somebody I could listen to and learn something from. Maybe not. Listen, I'm not on that game. I don't really care what you think. I guess I do care. I wouldn't say it. It's not that I care that you think whether or not I'm a real witch. I really hate that you put it out there that my watchers might think less of themselves because you're like trying to say there's only one way to do this. There's so many beautiful paths. Try a different one. Try a different one. I try a different one all the time, and they are beautiful, and they open you up, and your heart opens, and your chakras open, and your third eye opens, because all of a sudden you're seeing a new way of doing things, which is like so friggin' cool. So I'll leave that. The thrill is in the discovery, folks. Go play. Go be good little witches, all of you. I love you guys.